This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington Redskins and the Los Angeles Rams. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. First carry for Darius Geis, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Washington.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw. Forced out to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Eli Harrell showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. 2nd and 14. And he's going to go down again. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
Well, that's the second time. Been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Just like that. Check. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine.
He'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And it's incomplete. Both players had a shot at that one. Neither can get it, and it brings up 4th down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
So on 4th down, the Redskins will call on Tress Way to punt it away. This is brought in at the 21. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Watch out. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he's got some space here. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That good for 22 and a first down. Well, partner, Gurley came on the scene in 2015 NFL Offensive Rookie of the Year. It's been all systems go from game one.
And they talked about easing him into the lineup, and that's really what they did. But once they got him in, they couldn't get him out. They had to feed him the ball more and more, and it's because of these types of runs. He just breaks defenses down with his power and his physicality.
5, go. 56.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody cut. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
76. Hey, Delta.
Just beating the play clock is Goff. He'll hit Jackson complete. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice game there. This one goes for 20. You think back to the Super Bowl against New England. The Rams never even got into the red zone in that game. And now here they are in the red zone on their opening drive with a first down. On first down, it's Gurley. And I think the ball's out. And that will get out of bounds. Lucky there. Inside the 5.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
On first and goal, Gurley. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for second and goal.
Value three. He's coming. We got double up.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
We got this.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10. Second and 10. He'll buy some time right. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for third down. Back to throw. And he finds McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 55 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Muscling free near the 40. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Hey, Charlie. 56 to Mike.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And his throw here's incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And now it's second down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Five. Me, I got him.
Back to throw, Goff. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
These two teams all tied after 1.
Rashawn Gary.
56. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. Mike 56. Mike 56. Hard ball.
Third and long. It's Goff. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44.
So it's 3rd and long, and you know this is going to be a pass. So defensively, they're bringing an extra defensive back and just blanket the field. And this is an ill-advised throw right here as it winds up being picked off easily.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Dancing to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, not much there that time. And I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he'd just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
Geis with the carry on second down. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. They're going to look to throw. Flush to his right.
I'm lagging.
And he forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit, force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now an Eastern Michigan man, Darius Jackson on the carry.
But if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
180. Hey, man, Super one.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
6 man. Check girls, check 76. Tell him. 76. 76.
They'll try the air now with Goff. It's caught by Jackson. A good pickup there at 22.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Under 10. Obama.
Goff on 1st down. Now that'll be caught by Cup. That's good for 28 yards.
That's another Rams 1st down.
Like 20. Maverick. Shut that. Motion. Check.
Back to the ground game here. Gurley. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 2 minutes remaining in the 1st half. 10-7, our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Rams are going to jump back in front. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. They'll set up a throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. They'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. On 1st and 10, Goff. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
We're good. Super one.
Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
Hey, back up. 56, right there, 56.
From the gun, here's Goff. Over the middle, complete. It's Cannon. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it.
Watch the screen. 56.
They go ahead and snap it. Goff. That's to his running back, complete. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Out of the gun. Gone. He'll find Henderson there. It's complete. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this. They're going to go for it. It's gone. And this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try to get this running game going with Geis. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. We're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Check 43.
2nd and 9 now. Rolling to his right. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. Some early fireworks from this rookie quarterback getting the start in week 1.
And every time a rookie quarterback gets to start week 1, you and I both know the extra attention that comes with it. We know that he's going to throw the football, but will he make the right decisions? And in this case, with his legs, he showed the defense there's an extra dynamic to his game.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Out of the gun, Geis. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Tim Williams coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Hopkins' kick is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point's not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Another carry now for Gurley. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They run on first down with Jackson. And an alley to run. Past the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Last play they went over 20 yards. This time they topped 30. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Goff going to hand it to Gurley.
Wow, boy.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. They'll try and get it with Geis. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
You see me? You see me? They can't stop me.
All right, let me get Aaron Rodgers so you can get that cap penalty.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Second and long.
Yes, sir. Terry McLaurin.
That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 27-yard line. Well, some good games around the league here early in Week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football.
Without a doubt, because...
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Houdini, where you at?
You don't got nothing for me.
I ain't got nothing for you. What you looking for? Let me see if I can go get it.
That caught my eye right there. I got me a little
Play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Redskins have once again taken the lead.
What time is it?
Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion. Step Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Go. Go.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. And now here's a carry heading left. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options.
We ain't good. I'm just delayed. I can't do nothing. Well, I'm winning, but he tries. Just know that I'm winning while I'm delayed.
They'll run it with Jackson. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. The pickup there, 5 yards.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Check the backer. Check the backer.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
They run with Jackson out of the gun. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Rams on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Tyler, 64, we go, 12, go.
From the 50, it's gone. That's caught by Jackson. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Goff now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. They'll try a handoff right with Gurley. Gurley's got the first down and then some. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Touchdown, LA. Todd Gurley, 41 yards. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with an extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. That'll be taken in the end zone.
The Redskins take over first down at their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But, you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's got his man on the out route. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now back to throw.
Hey, boys!
Man,
Go,
complete.
nigga!
A very solid gain of 27. And we continue to see another example here of offenses just going for it.
And this game has really turned into a receiver's dream and a defender's nightmare because no one's being stopped throwing the ball downfield, and points are going on the board.
So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. On 1st down, they run with Howard. A gain of 3, 2nd down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun.
Yes,
They'll
sir,
get the
man.
1st down and more inside the 20.
Trey,
And he
you
takes it
right
in.
about you,
Touchdown,
Trey.
Washington. A great effort there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kissed it on the ground.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Back to throw.
What are you doing?
He'll hit Jackson, complete. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Goff now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10.
Hey, box drop.
Goff. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Cannon. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Goff. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cannon. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Goff now to throw. Inside of a minute to go now. 2 timeouts left. Still in pretty good shape.
I think they're in excellent shape here if they use the timeouts judiciously and use the sideline as an additional timeout.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Switch.
Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Mike, check.
Now gone. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cannon. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure.
Pick your formation, nigga.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10.
Hold on. Check. Hey, dude.
He's back to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Mike 56.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
14. Hey, Orville.
Shot 56. I got you. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw.
Thank you. That's game.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. He's at the 50. The 30. The 20. 10. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Redskins touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
So we had action to the very end of this one. The score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end, and you know some coaches preach that and tell their teams that's what I want all the time, and they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So for the Redskins, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for L.A., they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
It's lonely on top of the throne. I ain't a king on the phone. I want a jet across the road. I guess the road is my home and there's so many milkers burning my dome like turbulent air. I'm switching these flows. If you look at my neck, boy, I'm letting it snow. I'm sturdy as hell, as a vessel alone. They showing me love in my city. Gangs ain't hippies. Women like Nick, you know what I'm about. I'm not The stereotypes, they do not fit me, I'm bigger than life. Gave everyone jobs, I'm not a guard, go hop with a squad. I'm playing my part, like I'm LeBron. Rings to the team, I feel Jackson and hard. The homie coming from a sailor, but the homies be making a thing. I just want all of the dudes to the well, don't worry about taking a couple of L's. Don't sin for me, just win for me. Don't kill for me, just live for me. Keep it real for me, we eat together, leave the bill for me like. Hand on my heart, I give it all I got. Walk the walk and talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Hand on my heart, no, I give it all I got. Walk the walk, talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Never stopping, that's a must. Always winning, never lost. GPS, I never lost. GPS, I never lost. Who do it better than me? Yeah. Vision on 2020. Yeah. BBS, Clippity. Yeah. Determination, laser focus. Banging on they door, they taking notice, taking notice, taking notice. Determination, laser focus. Banging on they door, they taking notice.
Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and
Hey, you got boxers in front?
Are you ready? Are you ready?
Someone party rock on real quick.
Get ready, dog. This be the green light, go. Ties burn the pavement. People want to know what makes possible. Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, the head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rocking over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm.
Hey, I'm about to send a trade right now.
To the letter rock, turn it up. We giving the show, but can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind.
Well, let me know real quick, because I'm about to play my game. Oh, I thought you said you better check it out. I don't know. Oh, wait. Oh, you don't got enough money. You gotta throw in a person or something. Another person.
And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spin. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously. I'll rejoice you rock. Re-earn 30 years, so you can say we got 3 turns.
Just trade me that receipt of Kobe Lister B, whatever that nigga name is. I'm about to send it right.
Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. Relieving the kings of all crown. Ready? Are you set?
Yeah, I know.
Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Steady.
But
can you rock it like rocket? What you talking about? Space out your mind.
Hey, yo, that nigga KD got the coronavirus?
Close encounter of what kind?
I thought somebody in the trade. Hold on.
I just sent the
Then
trade.
jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Hey, that's crazy, bro. That niggas getting the coronavirus and they don't even feel like they sick or anything.
Hold on. I was giving you a second or you was giving me a second?
You was giving me a second.
Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Steady. To the letter rock. Turn it up. Giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rocket? Close encounter of what kind?
Alright, we do it. Hold on. I can go to this real quick.
But can you rock it like rocket fuel? I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm giving it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My truly cold is chill. Stories treacherous.
I need my man to be my star corner now. My man balled out the second game, said, Coach, give me more minutes, I ain't playing no more. My man said, alright, you playing.
Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know
Get it,
real.
cuz.
Stories treacherous.
My offense is way too good, bro.
having you flat. Go snatch the skirt the lot. Go ahead, jump and hop at it, hop at it.
I don't know who my man is. We know Benjamin. Man, 90 speed. He out here. He's back to back with niggas, you feel me? You feel me? I said, do you feel me?
I ain't damaged goods, damn it out the clay. You wish you could. I do this for the family. I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Moving in that glowing hill. I'm giving they soldier chills. My true and cold is chill. Stories treacherous. I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Pepper stuff the ass like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes. They know it's real. Yeah, bit this way. Like before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing. I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me. I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous. I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, so suspenseful. I'm up in the field. Saw it in my eyes. It was the Tiger Hill. Don't jump off the line and see the flight of field. Rewrite your history off this line right here. Your best bet be ahead. Easy to get rich or dead. Trying. This ain't never new. I just be 10 steps instead. Snooze or won't. I can't lose. Ready, rest or a bed. Do what you can to do. Make it next move your best. I do this for the family. I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My true and cold is chill. Stories treacherous. I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Pepper stuff the ass like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes. They know it's real. Yeah, been this way before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing. I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me. I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous. I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. I do this for the family. I might just blow my wheel. I keep it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My doing it cold is chill. Stories treacherous. I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Let's go. At first off the edge like I don't know no feel. See that pain deep in my eyes. They know it's real.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 in a bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad be presto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more pesto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, don't make pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Put numbers on the board, like them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet points of God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 in a bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, pass the big skin and stretch your distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Hey, 20s and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she wanted like me cause her lame, she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him. Hey, hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet points of God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 in a bag, that's a big number. Big numbers.
Where that munch nigga at?
Cook the game, cocaine.
Hey, Munch.
Come on, send it.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Alright.
Friday, payday, run it back, run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello, that's the Jag calling. Let me click over real quick to let my Jag talk it. Ooh, man, that's the way my neck talking. I ain't never coming back. But I'm past that, with a NASDAQ, that's cash. When the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'm a ground man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit, I'm glad. When the check missed the direct hit, I'm sad. Like, who's that knocking at my window? They say that it's the money, I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you up like a limbo. She said she not a, she an why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back.
Going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm
PPP love, time to bring the bass bird.
Swear I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money we aligned in. Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in. Jesus watching over here in diamonds. He the only reason why do not get violent. Ay, cause he gave me patience. Ay, swear that all makes sense. Ay, when you making bands, can make friends. Cause I know they tryna shit like Ray Bans. Got a bad little shorty waistband.
Hello? Hey, yo, DDG.
Put both hands together and I'm saying amen. Cause I'm going big, going big.
Hey, Mr. GBG.
Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going bigger. Postmates how I deliver. My game too cold, made it shiver, but I'm still a hot boy. Cool it down, let it simmer.
We've had spotty showers since about 7 a.m. here in D.C., and the radar indicates it's going to continue, but nothing to stop football from happening at FedEx Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Washington Redskins. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Come on now, let's go.
Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Come on, QB, come on.
2nd and 6. And he slings one that's incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack there by J.J. Watt.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Play fake. Murray steps away to his left. And that's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. To throw is Murray. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. On play action, it's Murray.
Come on, man. What is that? And then you got this nigga breaking every tackle. Oh, no. No.
And
no,
he
sir.
is into the end zone. No, touchdown, Arizona. A big play there. His first touchdown of the new season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On first down, this is Geis. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. They'll roll him out right. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. He'll drop to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. They'll run on first down. Benjamin. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point good by Hopkins. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at the 3.
Man, I can move, man. That's how you know he's gonna test our good team, bro. I thought this nigga was a hit-skipping monster. This nigga sucks.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On 2nd and 9, Murray going deep here for Watkins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there.
There was a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And the drive begins with a run by Geis. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin 1st down. These two teams all tied after 1.
Watch the run. They're running it.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chandler Jones, one of the best athletes to ever come out of Rochester, New York, in for the sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And an alley to run. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Back to throw. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. The Redskins go for it, but it doesn't pan out. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Cardinals. Marcus Johnson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach. because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. They'll set up a throw. And he finds McLaurin. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. On first down, Benjamin. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Rush in, rush in, rush in.
They're going to look to throw. This is Johnson. He's got it. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 36. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 36.
Check, lucky.
He'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. They'll run on first down. Benjamin. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. 2nd and 11. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Well, look at it. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors they'd have to look at to try and help out, but you're exactly right. It starts with the O-line.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Geis, they'll try to run it. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Darius Geis, his first touchdown of the new season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Hopkins with the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, and now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
Play action. Now it's Murray. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Now Murray off play action. Eluding the pressure right. That was going to let it go deep right sideline.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And we're under a minute to go here. What's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get in the field goal range. Let's see what happens.
A good pick up there, 26 yards. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. On first down, Benjamin. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. He'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll look to throw, and that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. First down, a run with Cohen. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Watkins, the intended receiver, and that takes us from second to third down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Murray going to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. Just they move, and they know it affects the defense. Because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary. And I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Being chased out left. That is incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Now Murray. He's going to wind up and air it out. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Had to pass there. 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie.
Oh my God, I thought I had enough time to do it.
And that'll set them back 5. Following the delay, here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw, and that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
They'll drop to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. They'll start with a give to Cohen. And some room to work. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That goes for 14 yards. First down, Cardinals.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds, because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. To throw, it's Murray. He's going to air one out.
Oh, yes, sir.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
This is fielded at the 7. A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Dante Fowler in on the stop. On 2nd and 9, Murray. Forced out to his left. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first. They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. They try again with Cohen. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. 3rd down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7.
Hello?
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Murray now, 3rd and goal.
That's my fault.
He's got his man. It's caught end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. From 10 yards out, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's got his man on the out route. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Redskins with the football, but trailing here as we get down to the good stuff. Quarter number 4. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a 1st down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Hassan Reddick in there to drop him, and that is the 7th time tonight that he has gone down. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Over the middle, it's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 15-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a run with Geis. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches, you say, son, you can darn near lay down near the end.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And they'll have excellent field position to begin this drive as he's all the way up to midfield at the 50. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. They run. This is Cohen. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Murray flushed out right. Now he'll let this one go deep right sideline. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Trying to lay one up deep. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first. But at least it's 4th down.
Y'all want to play? Y'all want to play now or later? Let me know.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They're going for it. It's Murray. The pass complete. It's Bird. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Cohen. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Again, it's Cohen. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down.
There's that. There's that.
Throw caught here by Bird. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. They run again with Hunt. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd down, Murray. He finds Pirine out of the backfield. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Gonzalez's kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Back to throw.
Dog, bro.
And that is incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just
really
not the
this
game
right
that you
now?
would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The Redskins have the first down on a pickup of 18. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. He's back to throw. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. Back to throw. Dancing to his left. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. And they will get the timeout. So 3 seconds remaining, and they can trot out the field goal unit and try to send this one to overtime. And his kick is good. Despite the rainstorm, a good snap, a good hold, and the kick went through. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime,
Murray fighting, lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. And they need 5 yards on 3rd down here to keep this opening drive of OT alive. Gets this into the hands of Samaje Perine. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
Now Murray off play action. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That could give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward, and it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
To throw on third down, Murray. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. Well done by the defense. They did their job here in overtime.
Boy, did they ever, because now it's fourth and really long. So if you do decide to go for it, people think you might be a little bit on the nut side, don't they? But guess what? If I did decide to go for it, I'd call something deep. I'd throw a deep pass and hope that the defense didn't remember to just knock it down. If they intercept it, it's almost like a great punt and helps out your defense with field position.
Murray now. Got this complete to the rookie out of UMass, Andy Isabella. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down in Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. This is Cohen.
You can't be serious.
And he stopped immediately there. Overtime with less than 2 minutes to play, and we are still all tied. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Oh, my God, man. How long y'all going to cheat me, bro? Like every time, cuz.
2nd down, Murray sets to throw. Steps away to his left. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I don't know what I'm
He was trying to extend the life of that play, wasn't he? Got out of the pocket, ended up scrambling off to his left, trying to find anyone open downfield to try and make a big-time play.
Thought he had an opening there for a second, but that window closed pretty quickly. Flush to his right, and that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it.
Thank you, bro.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr. So they'd converted their first 2 4th down attempts. Not there. Now they're 2 for 3.
You think maybe the offense coordinator expended a little capital on that one? You know, when you're 2 for 2, you can lobby for that 3rd one, right? Didn't get it there. Maybe now the head coach might not be so eager to go for it as we go forward.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Geis. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. They'll run on first down. It's Howard, and he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On the ground, it's Geis. Room here to run. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the timeout comes here. And the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. Now the timeout comes here. And the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. Is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. We thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goes from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do their job in order to give him one last chance to put a foot to it.
So for Washington, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.
So what that was? Oh, you won, bro? Yeah, I won by 3 points. First thing first, not too much money. Perfect. I'm still I ain't trying to fight. You wanna let me fuck or something? Yes, I can have time.
Swear I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money we aligned in. Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in.
I don't know what's up with that. I heard it.
He the only reason why I do not get violent. Ay, cause he gave me patience. Ay, swear it don't make sense. Ay, when you making bands can make friends. Cause I know they tryna shit like Ray Bans. Got a bad little shorty waistband. And I'm on it, I ain't gotta pay rent.
What you talking about?
Ay, I know we the ones that ain't them. Put both hands together and I'm saying amen. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick. Acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick. Acting like they know me. Cause I'm
boy, what?
going big, going bigger.
Put Joe Mixon up with him and joystick and arm.
My game too cold, made it shiver, but I'm still a hot boy. Cool it down, let it simmer. Hey, see him mad, got him bitter. Can't stop the shine with a dimmer. But I give her and she let her call me baby, but I do not need a sitter. See me dip, yeah, I'm saucing. People at the bank see me often. Let the money run, it's a faucet. She gave me the that's a boss.
Joe Mixon come with human joystick? Joe Mixon come with human joystick?
Make my mama stop working at the promise. Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click.
I got somebody like him.
Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm
Time to bring the base bird.
And I got John Wall, 97 speed. That's the whole wide receiver core right there. DK, he's different, bro. He's just different. I'll give you, what's his name cap here?
I just got DK like 5 minutes ago. I just traded Montez Sweat.
Oh, James, who you get Montez Sweat to?
To me, nigga.
Oh, you gave him and Montez Sweat up? I mean, you gave him up for Montez Sweat?
The young,
if I knew I could get DK, I would have traded Montez Sweat to him.
Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
You said what?
Incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe
Nah,
like
I
your belly
didn't
show.
want. If I
This
knew he was
over
gonna give
any, yo,
us.
do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in the prison and claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soaking it. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on a mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition ain't. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like your belly show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Oh no, he's smiling.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like your belly show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Nah, bro, that's the second best, bro. Whatever. You want my corner, BK, and my rookie.
Yeah, he's some trash though. He a normal. I'm giving him Cooler Sun and Joe Mixon.
Yeah, fuck that. He just got the message. It's gonna go up this game. Fuck what you talking about.
Hey, how fit to be the boss? Let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. And I gotta win no matter what, like fourth down, Hail Mary, no punch, like every time I touch that, I gotta stunt. Brady Moss, yeah, my numbers going up. All these trophies, what do I need any more for? Check the stats up, you can check the scoreboard. Check the stats, Jay Critch, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and got a new freeze. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout.
Bro, that's a freaking nano, bro. He nano.
Yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong.
So you know it's a nano, you just don't care, right?
Gotta go hard, I can never play soft.
See, bro, niggas say I don't know what I be talking about, bro. Nano is just in the game, bro.
I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now.
Talking now you on the nano side now. You a weirdo, nigga. Nah, you a weirdo, bro. That don't mean nothing, bro. I don't care about that, bro.
Another city, it's a touchdown. Underlay, yeah, I gotta get it in a rush now. Tryna knock me down, but we got up now. You said that you ballin', keep it real though. Hey, why I never saw you in the field though? Hey, I make it look easy, it's a field goal. I've been grinding for a minute and I'm still going. How fit to be the boss? Let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How fit to be the boss? Let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon.
Something got 90 speed. I just heard fucking Devontae Adams. I traded Devontae.
Why? Because he was too slow?
No, his cat penalty was too high. I mean, his cat number too high. Man, I got to get
Watch out flip. Watch out whip. I'm in the whip. I'm in the rest.
That's not a bad trade at all, but saying superstars will return.
I don't run the ball for one, and then you do it. I like the basketball. You know,
But he got superstars though, bro.
I don't give a fuck if he had X factor.
Fuck him, saying. Unless you want my rookie. T. Higgins. 92, 94 speed. See what I'm saying? That's a good dude.
I'm not gonna get rid of Kenny Clark. Hold on, I'll be back.
Let me get him. Check my team out. See what you want from him. This game.
Getting money since I was legit. Ever since I blew, they all on my. Hey, back then, didn't know I had it. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got choked, long. I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent my 10 on my feet.
What?
Ex-leak, then he with the.
If you give me, hold on, bro. We could work something. You just gotta throw in a receiver then. Oh, that I'm not going. I need that sweet. Nah, that nigga capped on the side, bro. Rashawn Gary and Terry McClellan for Kenny Clark and DK. Let's get it. Nah, I'm playing. Hold on. All right, you want Rashawn Gary for Kenny Clark? What? Are you out throwing a receiver, bro? I'm not just gonna do that, man. I need a receiver back. What receiver are you trading? You wanna give me super crap, bro? These other receivers don't live up to the hype, man. I need something.
Boy, what you want for Terry McClellan, boy?
They don't got nothing, bro.
What? And you a trade?
He got Kenny Clark. I wanted Kenny Clark.
What? Big numbers. 100 in a bag, that's a big number. Big numbers.
I give you Rashawn Gary and somebody else other than Terry McClellan for Kenny Clark, but I can't do that. Unless you throwing me something else, I don't know what else you would throw on.
If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more presto.
I give Rashawn Gary and 2 second round picks. Let me see who you got over there, bro. Yeah, bro. So you get that.
Big numbers. 100 in a bag, that's a big number. Big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Man can't ball like this, man, Lord. Pass the big scam, and he stretch a disc, man. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, count it up. Hey, 100s and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she want it like me, cause I blame she can't count on him.
Who you trying to
She
get
try
up?
to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
What you want for Joe Mixon? Alright, give me Joe Mixon. And John Love. And Terry McClellan. And Barry White. And a second. Or if you don't want to give me John Love, you can give me a little clutch back. One of them receivers, I don't care. One of them top 3 receivers.
I ain't see what he hit like
I don't care one of them 3 receivers. I don't care.
I'm giving it so for real. Moving in that glowing hill. I'm giving they soldier chills. My druidic code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah,
bro. You talking about? See, bro. That's it, bro. That's it, bro. I'll bring it back, bro.
Yeah, been this way, way before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, how about it? You want it, you have it, you got it. Go snatch your skirt the lot. Go ahead, jump it, how about it? Rep, where you from? Where you post, department, your projects. Look how far we coming. Heartbeat on the streets. You can do it. Ain't built for the weekend. Sweet. This sugar. One man army, but get deep. Watch what you doing. I ain't damaged goods. Damn out the clay. Do what you could. I do this for the family. I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Moving in that glowing hill. I'm giving they soldier chills. My druidic code is chill. Stories treacherous. I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff to ass like I don't know no bill. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, way before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, so suspenseful, I'm up in the field. Saw it in my eyes, it was the Tiger Hill. Gon' jump off the line and see the fly the field. Rewrite your history on this line right here. Your best bet be ahead instead of get rich or dead trying. This ain't never new, I just be 10 steps instead. Snooze or won't, I can't lose, ready, rest or up bed. Do what you can to do, make your next move your best. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Moving in that glowing hill. I'm giving they soldier chills. My druidic code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Stuff to act like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, way before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah.
I don't even put him at, I don't even play him at safety though. That's why I got Kareem Hunt. I thought somebody would give me 2 first-round picks or first round and Derrick Henry. But you know what? Niggas just be lying out here, man. That nigga Houdini Dean be lying. Browns be doing a trade with that, man.
How to get back up. How to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. Already need down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today, it ain't my last one. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top on the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You
better call back up. I'm really need down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. You said what?
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. I don't wear ball, man. All I ever do is ball, man. I am not a rapper, they all lame. I am not dope, I'm hard. Wait, I can power up and level up at any moment. Spitting like a semi, only give me semicolon. Couple zeros like I'm sending yell nets. Every flow is unmatched and I better get set in. Finish them. Mess around with me and I diminish them all. Even if I ever did the minimum all. In the result, I'm better killing them all. Rogue One, but I got a team with me. Batman when I got a team with me. I get mean, I get green. Show the whole game what's never been seen. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Designer sneakers hurt my feet now. Every beat is getting beat down.
I forgot I left him
Couldn't eat or watch I eat now. Like how you getting paid to freestyle? Different cities every week now. Every woman is
from last night.
with state prop, you looking bleak now. I was homeless, sleep designer sheets now. 30 different missions. When I speak, they listen. Couldn't find the social fishing. Who the crew? It wasn't you. I know it's true, cause you look like the opposition. Run it up, greatest ever sums it up.
I feel like it on GTA. Or Call it Udi.
Get that shit down.
Call it Udi.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
That nigga James came back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's up, cuz?
Yeah.
What I gotta do to get Colin Johnson and Terry McLaurin?
Yeah. Let's go. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way.
Alright.
Move the
What you
chains,
gotta
I'm
do?
about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the
We
chains.
talking business, right? Real business. You want Derek Jackson too? Because if we add them, I'm going to take Joe Mixon. So I don't know if you thought that was what happened. I want Joe Mixon. Hold on, bro. Did you just say you was going to be corner stuffing John Ross and Terry McLaurin college shot?
Championships. All my records go hard. This a champion hit. I've been working for this moment like I've been in the gym. Jumping all over hurdles, I'm evading the pit. Good to hear with anybody. Take them, I can shake them. I invite them to the fire, then I bake them. I'ma break them. I'm a Hall of Fame legend. Go and hang my jersey out. Put in work, I don't think they really heard me like move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Ain't no stopping me, ain't no topping me. I am up, #1 seed. Ain't nobody popping up. Got a squad of gorillas from the jungle suited up. You kicking off against me, hope you ready, get it up. I be booted up, popping out a sprinter or a truck. Whole team chasing bags while they chasing us. Call it audible, I read the game, I think it's time to switch. You get hit if I miss, then my team's got the blitz. Yeah, move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Them two right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm alright let me hop on man right quick, check some shit out.
Yeah.
Both these brothers, they got new songs, say no
30,000
more.
in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is
Somebody
no
else
game.
got the
Okay,
turn. Hold on, let me see.
all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I
Nigga
die,
always
I ain't
asking
gonna
for
be
something. You don't
Somebody gonna
have
want
what
revenge.
I want,
Somebody
huh?
might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got
Hatred,
pounds.
nigga,
Somebody
bro.
gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me. Baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off. Each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. Okay. 10K on the countertop. Don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Okay. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. Ay. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They wanna keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket. No change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m. Check out. Might give her one foul just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than imagine. Plus all your boys got expensive habits. So I know what they figure, they don't even gotta say it. No, they thinking they
So
just made
what
it.
that leaves Joe Mixon.
Gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer
Nah, I
questions.
did. I ain't even see that.
Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now.
Nah, bro, but if I put Joe Mixon in there, boy, you can't get no
Somebody gonna
respect
want
down,
revenge.
bro.
Somebody might want it now.
If you put Joe Mixon in there, then you gotta give me a still never. I need something else back, bro.
I get that, bro. I get that.
That's alright.
I get it.
You get that. If you get that, then hey, you understand where I'm coming from, bro. Then there's nothing there, bro. Unless you trying to give up Noah Fat or something, you feel me?
Ladies and gentlemen,
You get it,
ladies
ladies.
Are you ready? Are you ready?
You ain't just do that, did you?
Ready, no.
Yeah. Unless you try,
check this.
or you try to give me Johnny Histick. One of them.
Johnny Histick. Which how you know about Johnny Histick though? Man, that nigga not hitting shit. God, they good. That nigga different, bro. Why you think I named him? Hey, who you spiking nigga? Oh God, why you think I call him Johnny Histick, cuz?
This be the green light. Go.
Nigga, hip hop was 75. Oh, God.
Hey, look, Bob, for real. Bro, look at this first song.
Legs on the head. All being moving crazy. The blends be all the right cred. Meaning credentials.
Now you got one. That's why I made him.
Instrumental.
That's why I made him Johnny Histick. Real life.
Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Steady. Let it rock. Turn it up. We're giving a show. But can you rock it like rocket? What you talking about? Space out your mind. Can you rock it like rockets? Fools and
You just let me know, bro.
I'm trying to get some shit together, good. I'm trying to think though, bro.
when it was time to
If
get
I
it
give
lit, we
up
got it
Cortland
hot
Sutton
like fever.
and
Sick
John
with the
Wall,
talk.
since I
Pass to your receiver.
I ain't asked for Cortland Sutton.
Spot. And you know we got
Yeah, but you said you need another receiver, bro. So that's two receivers and Joe Mixon.
Subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait.
I mean, I mean, hey.
A plus the final.
to you,
Vocals be
bro.
aligned with
For me, and I'm only getting two receivers back.
And you getting Darius Geis.
Bro, that nigga injury prone, bro.
That nigga haven't been injured this whole season. What are you talking about?
Well, he got injured the first game.
He did not get. Oh, well, the game started over. He still ain't get injured. So nah, bro, it's up to you, bro. I ain't pressing you. I would have to wait for you to play the game anyway. And I know how that goes. You gonna change your mind real quick, so I ain't really doing that.
I'm trying to see how that's going to work for me, though, bro. Chill.
Then jump
Alright, never mind. I don't want that trade. I just realized Colin Johnson is a dog.
Hey, cuz. Nah,
I can't do that, bro. I can't do that, bro. I got too much youngins, bro.
That's cool. That's cool. Are you ready?
Do you want Steven Sanders though, bro? You can have him.
No, bro.
Nah, we did, bro, but I can't, bro. Colin Johnson's 6'6", bro.
But you getting Joe mix him up though, dude.
I know though. That's
though. You getting a package with that though.
I understand.
Joe mix him up with the John.
Now, giving you Terry McLaurin is cool. That's alright with me, bro.
Exactly.
But giving you Colin Johnson ain't alright with me, bro.
Listen though, you gotta think about it.
I give you Terry McLaurin for John Ross and Joe Mixon though, bro.
I'm so icy, got that GG on
You
my
saying what
belt.
for?
Thank the Lord for my people in my hell.
You won't accept that, but you would accept 3 niggas. You would give me 3 niggas for 2 niggas? That don't make sense.
Fine as hell from my head down to my nails.
What third niggas was I giving you?
Got another cell, he still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself.
Why would I give Terry McLaurin and Darius Guy for Joe Mixon and John Rose?
Get it by myself.
I wasn't going to job though.
I can't do that, bro. Hold on, let me look at quarter size. Depends how many years he got, bro. But you not getting Terry McLaurin. You want Colin Johnson, nigga.
I want both of them. They got me coming to package.
I don't want that, see. I don't want no package, bro. And I already said, I most definitely said no about John Ross. He got 2 years left. And Terry McLaurin got 3 years left. John Ross only got 1. John Ross only got 1 more year left, bro. It don't matter, bro. Hey, bro, stop talking to me, bro. I'm not. You don't gotta tell, bro. You don't tell me anything, bro. Cause whatever you saying is gonna help your side more, nigga. Let me think myself, nigga. You shut up.
Right away, take you through my day to day.
Yeah,
Wake and pray, make that play. Get some good at my place. There's some on the way, cause my bros on the way. I got stones on my gold, I got loads in my safe. Had a 7-figure summer, so I'm putting on some weight. Set up, getting thick, so I put it on display.
You don't need to tell me how much money I got either.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my hell. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's.
Oh, yeah, you not getting Terry McLaurin, bro. You just lied to me, bro. Oh, man. Talking about he got 2 years, man. Stop it, bro. Terry McLaurin, he got 3. Like I said, bro. You lied to me, bro. Oh, man. Oh, you ain't getting him from me.
I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself.
You can get Colin Johnson to do that 2 trade or no deal, bro.
No, bro.
Alright, then.
Cause I'm gonna be good anyway, though. Bro.
I am too. That's what I'm telling you.
You feel me? See,
I'll throw a second round in there. That's it.
I can't, boy. I ain't worth no second, boy.
Who not worth no second?
Yeah, well, you worth first.
Okay, I'll give you 2 seconds. That equals up to a first, bro. I give you a second and a first for next year. Okay, then do it then, nigga. So why you asking Colin Johnson if you can do that? If you can do that, why are you asking Colin Johnson? Hey, that's not fair to me, bro. Nah, bro. Not fair to me. Come on, bro. That's not fair to me.
And I'm the only one. And when it comes to magic, all y'all fools run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast. Cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass.
And the nigga that come out the backfield, he getting set up right there.
When I'm giving up a nigga like Terry McLaurin that does everything, and Colin Johnson, hold on, chill, Colin Johnson, who realized goes over the top and catch anybody, and give you Darius guys, a nigga that can run over anybody too, bro. Like, come on, bro.
That nigga Colin Johnson cannot run a fucking route to save his life.
I got cleats on my feet, jersey on my back, helmet on my head, ready to attack like that.
You could say all that, but the nigga just last game, his beat route looked fine to me. I don't know what you talking about. Bro, you telling me nothing, bro. Hey, bro, you're not gonna talk to us just because you won a Super Bowl, bro. We don't want to hear all that. You shut up, nigga. A and B conversation. Exactly. You talking about some developing. Nigga, shut up, nigga. Nobody want to hear that. What? What you talking about, nigga? It's not fitting me. Sorry. It's not fitting me, bro.
In and out, post elite.
It's just not fitting me.
In post elite, yeah. And he about to get another superstar once this week over. Stop playing, cuz.
Not fair. Bro, you just said he will be fine. You will be fine, bro. Stop telling me. I just said I don't want to win. Okay, then, bro. I'm talking about. See, that's why I got specific receivers. I got man, the Jalen Ramsey to lock up Terry McLaurin, but who locking up Justin Jefferson? Ooh. Kendall Fuller. Who locking up Colin Johnson? I wish you would say Fabian Moreau, cause that nigga getting it. Catch every time. Catch. Ooh. Catch. Ooh. 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 Two little cats. Ooh. Come on now. Kill. He ain't no 6 feet, nigga. Hey, what you want for Derrick Henry, bruh? I give you Terry McLaurin. What you want for that nigga, bruh? I ain't gonna give it straight up now. They ain't fair. Oh God, I would give you the nigga if it's a fair trade. Niggas bro. Look at him. Give me, I give you Terry McLaurin. I give, bruh, you didn't say nothing about Derrick Henry. Can I talk, bruh? Can I talk, bruh? What you say? But what you talking about? You said the Bucs, you want receivers. You getting a superstar with a 95 speed. What you mean? He has a 95 speed. What? Can I finish talking now? I give you Terry McLaurin for Derrick Henry. You want to run it back? I give you Derrick. Terry McLaurin, and you give me let me see something. Before I say this name. I ain't about to say the pick. I was gonna say Corey Davis. You didn't use that nigga. Hold on.
reporting live from the winter side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Bitch, you
Corey
never
Davis in the
ride,
third.
never try. You would never know. You ain't never tried. Work it out. Hit the gym, hit the field. Hey, yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good. We don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do?
Is it because the third?
What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase
If it's the third, then I'll take the third out. You just do that straight up right there.
What I do, lace up my shoes, chase W's, great color coupes. Oh no, I can't be number two. MVP the league most valuable, they sweet as apple juice.
Terry McLaurin and Darius Guys.
I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit your team, shouldn't even show up. What you want to be when you grow up, enough money to pay that. Naturally, I chose an athlete, competition never matched me. We ain't go together, like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Show
I mean, I got enough money now.
They planning on winning for the wrong reasons, trying to get my number
retired.
Right, can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good. We don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street.
I wish they could
Chase on the news.
do that, bro.
I can't do that.
What? Oh man. Alright. Alright. Alright, straight up trade Terry McLaurin for Derrick Henry. Alright, bro, he wanted to receive it. He said fast receiver. Nah, bro, you should have stuck with my tree.
I'm manning him up with the best receiver all game, even when I'm in the zone.
He gonna beat a nigga up so he gonna beat the press like that.
Yeah, bro. That's how man work. The 94 acceleration gonna keep him up there. With a nigga like John Ross. And if you got D-line, the only way you can beat him is if you got D-line. And you got a nigga like
I will not crash. They will not stop me. Tempo, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I got me. I do my dance. Jump in the stands. Jump in the stand. Oh, devil saying you can't beat guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I
If you just do what you just said, that's not gonna work. If you just want to cover 3.
Yes, I will not crash.
He's gonna be an outside corner. Nah, but I know what you're talking about. But you said you gonna put him in a zone and my man still with him. It's not gonna work. Well, it's not, because the nigga's gonna be outside. He's gonna be a deep zone. He's gonna be in a deep zone. If you put him in man, all you gotta do is throw him up there. Nigga, you're not gonna have enough time to do whatever you trying to do, nigga.
I remember when they always ignoring us. Cut it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash. They will not stop me. Tempo, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I copy. I do my dance. Jump in the stands. No man, the man. Oh, devil the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on. I smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. Honey, y'all dash. Honey, y'all dash. Honey, y'all dash. Honey, y'all dash. Honey, y'all dash.
You ugly, boy. Let me.
A trophy. I say I'm the best because I am. It's no need in keeping it low key. I get caught with the D like a turkey. I run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take all cool magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on, smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. Honey, y'all dash. Honey, y'all dash. Honey, y'all dash. Honey, y'all dash. Honey, y'all dash.
And I'm gonna pan that bag. Fuck you saying that.
I'll be right back.
But what if he don't want it? What if he don't want him? Oh my God.
We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons. And ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. Switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. like that. It's a lot of money, why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cup a car, I run it back. Go your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello? That's the jag calling. Let me click over real quick to let my jag talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man. That's the way my neck talking, right? I ain't never coming back the way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad, but I'm past that. With a NASDAQ, that's cash. When the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab brown man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit, I'm glad. When the check missed the direct hit, I'm sad. Like who's that knocking at my window? They say that it's the money, I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you up like a limbo. She said she not a, she an. Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money, why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Go your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back.
Yeah. Run up and up his One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Felt like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. If up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use it, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Get drown out my problems, let me run up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to.
You know how I know you lying?
I turn my back, you laughing.
Cause he told me that he was gonna tell me tomorrow what he wanted.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
You wanna know how I know that's cap?
How?
Cause he told me the same thing. Yeah.
So how's that cap?
So no. I'ma get him though.
It's on top of the throne. I ain't am a king of the pawn. Hop on the jet cross the globe. I guess the boat is my home and there's so many mil. Cause bird in my dome and like turbulent air. I'm switching these flows. If you look at my neighbor, I'm letting it snow. I'm sturdy as hell as a vessel alone. They showing me love in my city. Gangs ain't hippies. Women like Nicky know what I'm about. I'm not the stereotypes. They do not fit me. I'm bigger than life. Give everyone jobs. I'm not a guard. Go hawk with a squad. I'm playing my part like them LeBron. Rings to the team. I feel Jackson and hard. The homie calling from a cell. A couple of homies be making it. I just want all of them dudes to do well. Not worry about taking a couple of L's. Don't sin for me. Just win for me. Don't kill for me. Just live for me. Keep it real for me. We eat together. Leave the bill for me like. Hand on my heart. I give it all I got.
I ain't worried about him.
Walk the walk and talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. And on my heart, no, I give it all I got. Walk the walk, talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Never stopping, that's a must. Always winning, never lost. GPS, I never lost. GPS, I never lost. Who do it better than me? Yeah. Vision on 2020. Yeah. BVS, Clippity. Yeah. Determination, laser focus. Banging on they know they taking notice. Taking notice.
I can see me taking the lead over the new school.
Determination, laser focus. Banging on they know they taking notice.
Apex is the best game, the best battle royale game out right now.
All night like, yeah, whole squad like, what? In the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah.
I never did the work in Scrum.
Like I'm Barry Sanders, chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my home team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog. I'ma need a ball for my home team. I'ma let it go like yeah. In the field like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. Whole squad like what? In the field like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like what? Whole squad like yeah. In the field like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. Whole squad like yeah. In the field like yeah.
When they called you and told you come get your check, they emailed you.
I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Masterpiece, my masterpiece. That mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ride it. We break you down like a pound. I got it. Don't pound us around me. I'm corrupted. Flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for you. Got to love it like yeah. And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. Whole squad like what? And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like what? Whole squad like yeah. And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. Whole squad like yeah. And it feel like all spits in the vein, lace it up in here. All night like yeah.
You should all be tested. You should get tested.
Time to bring the bass bird.
I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the limes in. She wanna pull
Yeah,
up
he
to the
picked up
crib,
that
we
old
ain't
nigga
dining.
Thomas
Up by
Davis.
the way, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money we aligned in. Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in. Jesus watching over here in diamonds. He the only reason why do not get violent. Ay, cause he gave me patience. Ay, swear that all makes sense. Ay, when you make it big, can make fans. Cause I know they tryna shit like Ray Bans. Got a bad little shorty waistband. And I own it, I ain't gotta pay rent. Ay, I know we the ones that ain't them. No both hands.
Next season.